Most slang.
Yes.
No. Make sure to reload the tab.
Oh, what is that?
Everyone's.
That's my space. Oh god, it's a math song. No.
And the video is muted because of Star Wars. So.
All right, here we go.
Warning. This conlang contains many high-pitched noises and sounds that may sound like sirens.
Yep.
If any of the people viewing this may be sensitive to such noises, I recommend that you click away. Hello and welcome to... Or in English, Grapherit. The submission for Agma Schwa's cursed conlang subject.
It sounds beautiful. It sounds beautiful.
I can see where this is going. I can see where this is going.
Yep.
My brain has been given a massage, and not in a good way.
It's about to get a whole lot more.
Scrambled.
Oh man, you will be scrambled. All right.
Scramble the brain.
Grapherit is a language based off of Desmos, an online graphing calculator, which allows you to make graphs of varying levels of complexity. Desmos also has a helpful function called tone, which plays a specific tone for a number's frequency.
Why?
This function is the basis of Grapherit. In Grapherit, all words are different functions, and clauses and sentences are made up of different functions played simultaneously. In short, a sentence in Grapherit is made up of a series of overlapping tones, each representing a specific word in that sentence. So a sentence may sound like this. The average adult human can hear sounds from around 20 Hz to around 20,000 Hz. However, sounds above 1,500 Hz basically just sound like a high-pitched whine.
Yeah. Oh god, certified.
Dear God.
For this reason, I decided to limit all functions to 1,000 Hz.
Thank you.
There were a couple ways that I could have done this, but I thought it would be cool to make the function bounce every time it reached its limit, like you can see in this graph. To do this, I run all words through this bounce function. Thanks, Reddit.
Oh man.
Now that we...
Wait, let me look at that graph.
To do this, I run all words through this... Now that we know how the sound works, we can make words. All words are polynomials of different degrees, and their degrees are decided based on the part of speech or lexical category of the word. For those of you who don't know, a polynomial is an expression composed of coefficients and variables.
What a great segue. This is the only situation where that segue can happen. Oh god. Oh man.
Polynomial is known as the degree of the polynomial, and that's what we care about when making our words. In Grapherit, all lexical categories are connected with a certain degree of polynomial. Conjunctions have degree 0, pronouns have degree 1, prepositions have degree 2, interjections have degree 3, adjectives and adverbs have degree 4, verbs have degree 5, and nouns have degree 6.
Great.
So, for example, all verbs are polynomials with a degree of 5.
Okay.
Verb tenses are determined with transformations of the graph of the word. I will show examples on the screen with the verb to be. Past perfect uses floor, past simple uses square root, habitual uses sine, present simple just uses the base form, and future simple uses mod 600.
Dear God.
All of the tenses don't use the exact functions that I listed, but modified versions that make them sound better for the language. Plurals are quite easy to make in Grapherit, as you simply multiply the function by the number of items. So this function is thing, and this one is 3 things. When the plural is not mentioned, like in some things, you multiply the function by a non-integer constant, which is dependent on the amount. For very few things, you multiply by 0.5. For a couple things, you multiply by 1.5. For a lot of things, you multiply by 3.5. For a whole lot of things, you multiply by 5.5.
Of course.
While cardinal numbers for amounts like 1, 2, and 3, are made through multiple...
Let me pause for a second. I was thinking when they said that it was going to be like, yeah, you need to multiply by I.
Yeah. I'm hopefully surprised if that was somehow incorporated later.
Yeah, takes it onto the imaginary plane there. Yeah.
Yep.
Multiplying functions by a constant, ordinal numbers for the order of a list, like first, second, and third, are made a little bit differently. Ordinal numbers are made by combining the word for the number with the word order. But how do we get the word for the number? We, as humans, use base 10 due to us having 10 fingers. Meanwhile, speakers of Grapherit use base -2 due to the fact that they have -2 fingers. This means that each digit in their numbers are a power of -2. The first digit is worth 1, then -2, then 4, then -8, and so on.
Sure.
These are the first 30 numbers in base -2. Please don't ask how long I spent on making them. Each digit is represented by a line at a multiple of 200, where each new line up is a new digit. If a line is there, it represents a 1, and if it is not, it represents a 0.
Okay.
In order to negate a word, you put it on the bottom of a rational function. Basically, what we do is we divide 1 by the function, with some dilation to make it look nice. This isn't just used to negate words, however. It can be also used to make opposites. For example, this transformation, used on the word day, makes the word night. If I want to change a word's lexical category, I need to change its polynomial's degree. An easy way to do this is to use the mathematical functions of derivative and indefinite integral.
Of course.
Don't worry, you don't need to know what these functions do mathematically. All you need to know is that they can change a polynomial's degree.
Correct.
The derivative will bring the degree of a polynomial down by 1, and the indefinite integral will bring it up by 1. So, for example, if I need to turn a noun into a verb, I would take the derivative of the noun. This may seem useless for now, but don't worry, it'll be important later. Now, you may remember that at the start, I said that all words in a phrase are played simultaneously, and you may be wondering how word order works. Well, to tell you the truth, I lied earlier. I said that the tone function only takes one number, when in actuality, it can take two. The frequency and the decibel level. You can give any number between 0 and 1, 1 being full volume and 0 being muted. We can use this to differentiate between syntactic roles. I don't know if that's the right term in English, but we'll roll with it. So, the subject of a sentence will be at 0.7, the predicate will be at 0.8, the object will be at 0.85, descriptors, like phrases, adjectives, and adverbs, will be at 0.2, and connectors will be at 0.3. Due to Grapherit's relatively small vocabulary, many words are made.
Yeah.
Someone has a comment, I see.
Agma, Schwa, you made a mistake. You said slight difference, but it's decibels. Decibels are logarithmic. The difference is not slight at all. That's a very big difference.
That is a big difference. I forgot about that.
God.
Oh, man. Oh, no.
Also, I do love that it makes sense to say you can differentiate nouns to turn them into verbs and integrate verbs to nominalize
They
them.
should have said like 10 to the power of the decibel, so it would like look.
Yeah,
better
it is a bit weird because what is 1? What is full volume? That's not specified.
It's like log n. That's I think it's log 10.
Something like that.
It's probably just whatever the setting is on Desmos or whatever.
Well, no, it's decibels. So
Yeah. That is kind of weird.
Decibels would you do 10 to the power of n.
I'm pretty sure even for decibels like 0.8 and 0.85, that's still not a big difference.
Okay, well it depends. If it's 0.8 decibel is nothing basically. That's probably not even audible. But it's 0.8 out of whatever the maximum is, which I don't know what it is.
Yeah, whatever
one is.
value has
it's
to
not
be.
1 decibel because 1 decibel isn't even audible. It's like you can't hear that.
They have very good ears.
Yeah, there you go.
God.
You have to listen real closely to this one.
God.
All right. Anyway, let's finish
Turn the volume up to 6,000.
Yeah. 6,000%. All right, here we go.
Made up of multiple words put together. Now, a major problem with this idea in Grapherit is that we have no order to the words. We wouldn't be able to differentiate between a race car and a car race. In order to solve this, we can increment the decibel level by 0.01 for each new word.
Okay.
On top of this, in order to create a compound, all words need to be in the same lexical class. I told you it would be important. So, to create the word bird, we can combine the word fly, but as a noun, and animal, incrementing the decibel level by 0.01 for each word, eventually getting the word.
Oh.
FLY.
God. Wait, fly now? Oh,
Fly now
like
equals
like an act of flying, I see. Okay.
Derivation of foul moment.
Derivation.
Flight.
Also, I hate that in fly only the F is typeset properly. Like Why are the L and Y in the subscript?
It's
What?
cool
It would be variables if you do that.
Go back 5 seconds. Why is the L and the Y in the subscript of the F? That's not how you do this.
I think LaTeX does that when you don't have it
No,
bracketed.
LaTeX doesn't randomly throw it into the subscript. What it does do, it formats it horribly with like extra white space because it thinks that it's separate variables, and you have to actually explicitly tell it that it's one variable, but it's not going to just throw it into the subscript randomly. That doesn't make sense.
It's FLY.
Maybe this is a screenshot of Desmos, and Desmos thought
Maybe.
LY was like light year or something.
I don't know. Maybe it's just stuffed.
F light years.
Flight years.
Flight
Oh my
years.
god.
Oh my god.
I think they just didn't like that Desmos shows an
should
error
make
when
that-
you write the variables next to each other.
That's probably it.
We should make flight years an actual unit. We should make flight years an actual unit of measurement of time.
Good.
Wait,
Okay.
no, hold on.
No.
If I remember correctly, light years are measurement of distance, right? Not
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
It's how far light travels in a year.
Yeah, that's. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
In a vacuum.
Flight years would be. Would be.
Anyway,
Flight years
back
would
to
be
video.
the distance birds travel in a year.
Yeah. A flight year. All right, let's finish this.
Incrementing the decibel level by 0.01 for each word, eventually getting the word bird. This also happens to be how you make nouns possessive. So if I had the word name and then the word me, it would be my name. The domain of the sentence, to which x values the graph goes to, is determined by the type and the truthfulness of a sentence. The types are question, opinion, known truth, speculative fact, and idiom/saying. The matching domains to all of these sentences are shown on screen. Regarding the translation, there'll be a literal translation of the sentences with a word order to make it easy to read. But just remember that all of the words are being spoken simultaneously. I'm also using some glossing terms, but only when I feel like it, because I'm too lazy to actually learn glossing. Anyway, let's begin.
Oh man.
Brain massage.
This is beautiful. I love this.
The brain
Give me
massage.
more.
brain massage.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
This, you know,
Yeah,
those
I'm
like,
playing.
you know, those like sorting algorithm videos
Yep.
on YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like
exactly what this
like that.
sounds.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right, let's finish it. You can't even tell.
Well, that's it.
Ugh.
Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you
That's
enjoyed.
horrible. Okay, this one.
Dear God.
Oh no. Where's the-
What the fuck?
Greedy introduction negative.
Wow. Okay.
Warning. This
Well, there you go. Time to score it. Jeez.
Yes.
Potato
Also,
computer.
The thing is, the worst part about this is that won't even be necessary because, sure, in terms of videos, you might think that we're a fifth of the way done. But if we look at the remaining watch time, the total watch time is 9 hours and 50 minutes for all the videos.
God damn
As
it.
today, we got done with 1 hour and 20 minutes, which means that 8 hours and 25 minutes are still remaining.
Kill me.
So,
So you said January, you meant next January.
I think
I think you might have to edit on Christmas Eve again.
Have fun.
I don't think we're keeping this. We might have to do a top 10 next year.
Oh man.
Agma needs
Top
a team of
10
editors now.
conlangs on the CCC3
I don't like where this trend is going.
Or just limit the video time.
Top 3 in 2 years.
top 1 next
just-
year after
And
that.
it's just one. Just hitting play on one.
We still get to vote on it though.
Yeah.